The hard work is underway as Manchester United begin to execute their plans for the next stage of their squad rebuild. At the top of their list is the need a goalscorer who can rival the very best in the Premier League and fire them closer towards a meaningful title challenge. United's search for a new striker is a fluid situation, with their summer transfer plans largely underpinned by the uncertain future of the club and the implications a takeover could have on their budget. Erik ten Hag is already operating under the assumption Tottenham will not sell Harry Kane and is therefore moving on to alternatives from the striker he is understood to be obsessed with. In an ideal world, Kane would be signed this summer, but Daniel Levy is adamant he will not be sold to a domestic rival, and United have little time to waste by getting drawn into protracted transfer negotiations. Atalanta striker Rasmus Hojlund is viewed as a more attainable option this summer, and Ten Hag has already held multiple video calls regarding a potential move to Old Trafford. The 20-year-old is one of the most exciting strikers in the world, though he doesn't come with a guarantee of goals and represents a greater risk than the likes of Kane or Nápoles star forward Victor Osimhen. That doesn't mean they should be put off a move for him though. Hojlund isn't at the same level as Europe's elite yet, but he has all the raw attributes to get there if given the platform and patience to do so. It might be a little alarming to note Hojlund only netted 9 goals in Serie A this season, way off the standards set by the likes of Kane and Haaland in the Premier League. There is a slight caveat in that he played far fewer minutes, but it is quite obvious that even if he arrived this summer, it would be optimistic to expect him to break the 20-goal barrier in his debut campaign. It means the Denmark international might not fill the criteria of being a ready-made world-class forward this summer, though there is certainly reason to believe he could be developed into one eventually. He boasts a better shot accuracy than both Kane and Haaland, though there is a drop-off in his conversion rate. Still, he is roughly averaging a goal with every 5 attempts, which is impressive for a player of his age. United not only need goals from their next striker, but they need them to contribute to the link-up play as well, something that Hojlund has proved he can do. He managed just 1 fewer assist than Kane in nearly half the minutes played this season and created an impressive 24 chances for teammates as well. It is also important to note what United have already been working with for the past season, and the decent improvement he would bring on their reserve options. Hojlund's numbers aren't done any justice when compared with Marcus Rashford's brilliant season, but it is clear to see the improvement he would bring when compared with their backup options. United's overall conversion rate as a squad last season was just 13.58%, while their shot accuracy was 35%. The Atalanta forward beats both Anthony Martial and Wout Weghorst in almost every metric, and even the Frenchman's superior conversion rate is undermined by his unreliability as a regular in the team. What it does tell us is that Hojlund would certainly be a worthy addition to the United squad this summer, but it would most likely be a mistake to expect him to solve their scoring issues immediately. Perhaps the fairest gauge of his ability is by pitting him against the second tier of strikers in the English top flight, and again he is still a little off the levels set by the likes of Ivan Toney, Callum Wilson and Ollie Watkins. They were all key players for their respective sides this season, and it is at their level that Hojlund should probably be classed if he indeed makes the move to Old Trafford this summer. In an ideal world, It would be both him as well as a player like Kane who could arrive and solve their issues in both the short term and the long term, but that is far easier said than done. With time to settle into his new environment and better service from United's creative players, there is every reason why Hojlund could one day reach the levels of the Premier League's best. But it would be foolish to expect him to do it right away.